Busy airports, long check-in lines, airport security, flight delays. Business travel has become increasingly more inconvenient, but there is a better way.
The delays that we're experiencing today, the consolidation of all carriers coming together, the pricing of the different models unbundled, meaning that you're paying for everything as you go, the weather delays, the fact that security is not any shorter than it was 5 years ago, it actually has gotten worse. So all these factors in the process of flying commercial has gotten worse and worse throughout the years, making it very inconvenient for people visiting more than one city a day, multiple cities, to do this commercially. It probably would take days in order to put this together rather than a day's worth of flying private.
However, while the advantages of private aviation are well known, access to private aircraft is generally considered reserved only for an exclusive few. But what if there was a way to experience all the advantages, all the luxury of private air travel, without the expense of owning and maintaining a company aircraft?
Flying charter gives you the convenience of only having to pay for the aircraft that you really need. There's no long-term commitment. You don't have to purchase that asset. You only pay for the time you actually fly.
It's not as expensive as it used to be, and it's more efficient. So if you are going to fly, you can take as many as up 10, 12 people with you to a single destination and back, where to accommodate that today in the airlines is challenging.
The time you spend at the airport is just too long nowadays. The service that we had maybe 40 or 50 years ago is not there anymore. Private aviation nowadays, with the technology, the fuel consumption, the new generation of aircraft, we are able to minimize the gap between flying private and flying commercial.
With advances in technology and efficiency, as well as options that no longer require long-term contracts, private aviation is becoming more accessible, more affordable, and more attractive.
Flying private nowadays gives you more alternatives. There are more aircraft available in the industry, and newer models that are more cost efficient. We can do anything from a small propeller to go for an hour trip, all the way to a G5 or G650 that can do a 14, 15-hour flight nonstop.
Private aviation is not just for the rich. It is for the people that run large companies, mid-sized companies, and even small companies. It's for the individuals that are affluent but not extremely rich. Why? Because the next generation of aircraft, the cost per hour is coming down tremendously, meaning that now the focus of commercial aviation, as that is getting more expensive in the marketplace, the cost of actually flying private allows you to land in airports so close to your destination that the efficiencies and the cost now become the value of the product.
Our customers are successful businessmen that value the time, value being able to schedule their trips around their own schedule and not the commercial carrier schedule.
You can change the flight whenever you want. We can arrange for you to leave whenever you want. That is one of the biggest conveniences. So once you book that flight and you say, well, I want to leave at 5 o'clock once I finish my business day, and I want to head to the airport and take off and head home or head to another destination, well, you leave your office, take your car, put your bag in the back, and drive right to your airplane. Most of the airports we serve are going to be within 10 or 15 minutes of your destination. There are more airplanes that we can choose from. There are more operators. There are more airports that we can fly into. So the convenience factor of flying private is definitely going to be your choice for tomorrow.
For the business traveler who wants to stay ahead of the competition in today's marketplace, private aviation provides them with the tools they need to maximize time and gain the advantage.
Commercial travel is going to get more complicated with time. Time is money, as we all say, and to fly to multiple cities and get back home for dinner, you can only do that through private aviation. So my feel and my own experience is that if you're running a successful business, the tool of private aviation is the only way to be successful. The satisfaction that I get is when somebody can be more effective in their own business because I was able to create that in their lives. That gives me a satisfaction. They have now more time for themselves, for their business, for their family, rather than trying to scramble through different airports and hotels to get the same mission done.
Privé Jets, when it comes to luxury, convenience, and comfort in private air travel, we offer you a world of possibilities. For more information, visit us at privejets.com.